We have been working on multiplying fractions and dividing fractions. Today we're going to look at multiplying fractions with mixed numbers. Your essential question is, how do I multiply fractions with mixed numbers? Your learning intention, I'm learning to multiply fractions. You have 4 warm-up questions. Please pause the video and see if you can do those warm-up questions now. Well, I hope you paused the video and that you are ready to just check your answers. If I extend this out, then I'm multiplying top and bottom. I see 14 and I see 7. 7 is a factor of 14, so I can divide 7 out of the top and bottom, the numerator and the denominator. 14 divided by 7 is 2. 7 divided by 7 is 1. I've got 5 and I've got 15. 5 is a factor of 15. I can factor out 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5 is 3. This now becomes 2 times 1 over 3 times 1, which is 2/3, 2 over 3. When we're multiplying a whole number by a fraction, we are still using that divider, only this would be over 1 here. So I'm looking at 22, I'm looking at 2. They're both even. I can divide out a 2. 22 divided by 2 is 11. 2 divided by 2 is 1. I've got 11 times 1 over 1 times 1, which is simply 11. What about converting to a mixed number? Do you remember how to do that? Well, you're going to take 84 and you're going to divide 84 by 8. 8 goes into 8 one time. I bring down the 4. 8 will not divide evenly into 4, so I put a 0 up here. And now I've got a remainder of 4. What does that mean? Well, the remainder becomes your numerator. So this is 10 and 4 over 8. Well, how much of 8 is 4? 4 is what part of 8? It's 1/2 of 8. So this is simplified to 10 and 1/2. Next one is the one that I really like to do, and that is changing a mixed number to an improper fraction. First you multiply, then you add. So I've got 11 times 7 plus 9. 11 times 7 is 77, plus 9 will give me 86. This becomes 86 divided by 11, or 86 over 11. So there's a certain technique you have to do to be able to multiply a mixed number by a fraction. First, you have to change the mixed number into a what? What did we do up here? Improper fraction. So you multiply to multiply a mixed number with a fraction, change the mixed number into an improper fraction, then multiply straight across. Remember, you do not divide by a fraction, you what? By the reciprocal. You multiply. So, how does this work? Let's find out. You multiply and then you add. So I've got 3 times 2 plus 2. 6 plus 2, which is 8. What about the negative sign? Well, we still put it there, but we kind of ignore it till we get the improper fraction set up. So this is a negative 8 over 3. So we're not multiplying by a negative 2 because we've got to keep that number negative. If you multiply by a negative 2, you would not get the correct numerator. Okay, and then it's times 7 over 8. Do you see what we can do first? Well, I've got a 8 in my numerator. I've got a factor of 8 in my denominator. I can factor them out. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 8 divided by 8 is 1. So this becomes 1 times 7, which is 7, over 3 times 1, which is 3. And we're done. Oh, it would be a negative. I forgot to put my negative there because it's a negative. Negative times a positive is a negative. Okay, the same thing again. Multiply, add. 7 times 3 plus 4. 21 plus 4 is 25. Now I notice I've got that negative sign, so I've got to keep that negative sign. And this becomes a negative 25 over 7. So, as I'm looking at this, extending my fraction bar, the first thing I see is that I've got a 7 in my numerator and a 7 in my denominator. Those cancel out because 7 divided by 7 is 1. Now I notice I've got a 25 and I've got a 15. They both end in 5, so I know I can factor out a 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. I'm going to bring my negative sign over because negative times positive is a negative. 5 times 1 is 5. 1 times 3 is 3. And we are done. If you're still struggling, back up and watch these two examples again. At this point, if you feel comfortable, go ahead and try the next one on your own. Pause the video. If you're still struggling a little bit, watch the explanation. You multiply and then you add. So we've got 5 times 5 plus 3. So that becomes 25 plus 3, which is 28. 28 over 5 times 2 over 15. As I'm looking, I notice that these are both even, these are both odd, so I can't divide out 2. The factors of 28 are 2 times 14. Well, that doesn't have a common factor with 5 or 15. We've got 4 times 7. Once again, no common factors. So between my numerator and my denominator, there are no common factors. So I'm going to multiply straight across. 28 times 2 is 56. 15 times 5 is 50 plus 25 is be 75. And we're done. We can't simplify. Okay, if you did not try to do that one on your own, it is time to try one on your own. Pause the video, work through it, and see if you can get the right number. Okay, let's get started. You multiply and then you add. 5 times 4 plus 3. 20 plus 3 is 23. 23 over 5 times 15 over 8. As I look, 23 is prime, so there's no common factors. The factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5, and 15. I've got a 5 down here. I can factor out my 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5 is 3. As I look, there are no common factors between 8 and 3 or 8 and 23, other than 1. 3 times 23 will be 69. 1 times 8 is 8. And I am done. Is that the answer you got on your own? I hope so. So, dividing a mixed number by a fraction. Remember, we do not divide by a fraction, but we still have to change this to an improper fraction. So I multiply and then I add. 15 times 7 plus 4. So this would be 70 plus 35. 10 times 7 is 70. 5 times 7 is 35. 70 plus 35 is 105. Plus 4, 109. 109 over 15. Now I'm going to flip it right now so that I'm multiplying by my reciprocal. Times 5 over 6. Okay, 109. Does 109 and 6 have a common factor? No. What about 5 and 15? Yes. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Does 3 go into 109? No. You've got 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 is not divisible by 3. 109 is not divisible by 3. And it's not even, so we can't divide by 2. 109 times 1 is 109. 3 times 6 is 18. And we are done. Okay, now, as with all of it, please pause the video and try the last one on your own. See if you're getting that technique down or not. I hope you tried. We multiply and then add. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is bring that negative sign over here so I don't forget. 10 times 3 plus 7. 30 plus 7, 37. So it's negative 37 over 10. Oh, I've got a second one to work on. First I multiply and then I add. And this is going to be divide by. I'm going to keep it till I get everything converted and then I'll flip the fraction. We've got 4 times 2 plus 1 gives me 8 plus 1, which is 9. Divide by negative 9 over 4. Now I'm ready to multiply by my reciprocal. Negative times negative is a positive. So 37 over 10 times 4 over 9. "37 is prime. 9 is odd, so I can't divide anything out between the 4 and the 9, but 10 is even. 4 is not a factor of 10, but I can divide out 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 37 times 2. 30 times 2 is 60. 7 times 2 is 14. 60 plus 14 is 74. 5 times 9 is 45. And we are done. So, how do you know when you're successful? You know you're successful when you can multiply or divide any fractions. So, convert to improper fraction. Okay, that will tell me what I need to remember. I convert it first all the time to an improper fraction before I go any further.